The names prevails. Zareth prevails. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. We're going to talk about mid-game farming strategy, and it's going to be about my alt. Now, before you run away because it's about my alt, I know that a lot of people tend to think like, oh man, that's so boring, someone's alt. The thing is, this is a high-functioning alt at its level, and it is mid-game. It's, it's like maybe early end-game. I don't really know. Like, you guys will have to let me know what your thoughts are, but I've worked on this account. I built it up from scratch, like from nothing. It used to be a ticket alt, actually, and it's become something, though. It's become pretty fierce. I'm on the very edge of getting into Kyber 1. In fact, why don't I just show you guys? I only have 2 Galactic Legends. I'm about to get into Kyber 1, and it's not easy, folks. It's a very challenging account to run. We have to make good decisions. So let me show you guys. Let's just take a look. Whoa, we're in the game? Madness. How did we get in the game? This is crazy. Madness. Okay. So, first, full disclosure, guys, this isn't a totally free-to-play account. I've spent a little money here and there. I would say, lately, the only money I've been spending, though, is the Conquest Pass. I buy that every month. I have someone who runs this account for me daily, which you guys have probably all met, Sarah. I do that Create Expectation show with her every week. We also have a podcast and everything. So, we're good friends. She loves Conquest, though, and so she does Conquest for me. So I have all the Conquest characters. And otherwise, I have 2 GLs. Let's just look for conquest or for context here, real quick, guys. So here's what we're at. In fact, if I win one more match, which I don't think I will, but if I do win one more match, I'll get into Kyber 1. And if I get in there, I have no illusions that I'll stay. But it would be pretty big for what the account is currently. Let me show you the kind of opponents that I'm facing on the regular, guys. Like last week, I went 3-0, and the weakest account was like a 7.8, and he said that he just won because he put all his GLs in the front with Datacrons, and no one could beat him. And then beyond that, I faced like an 8.6 and a 9.4 million account. This guy is an 8.9, and that's pretty standard for this. Maybe a little stronger than I am used to, but we're at the very edge of Kyber 2. We're about to get into Kyber 1. So this guy, all 6 GLs, all of them at Relic 8. He's got a Relic 9 Piet, and oh, look at that. He's got 3 Omicrons on a Relic 8 Darth Malgus. Dear Lord, look at all these Relic levels. This is so intimidating, guys. Compared to my account, I'll show you in just a minute. It's crazy how many Relic levels there are, though. I am stunned. Like, does he have Star? Okay, he has Star Killer as well. I have Star Killer too, so kind of a 3rd Galactic Legend. It's like having 2.5 Galactic Legends in a way. He's even better than half a Galactic. He's very good. He's very close to that. But, anyways, look at this account. Relic 7 on We'll see. We'll see if I can beat this guy. I don't. Look at that. Does he have all the Inquisitors? We're not scouting him, guys. And honestly, I'm trying to keep this video somewhat short. Okay, so he's not quite there, but gosh, it's pretty crazy, guys. So he's got all the ships, and okay, so this is the kind of account that I face all the time. Hold on, this crashed. I gotta pause it. All right, we got through the crash, guys. Cool. So I'll show you guys my account now. Professor X, we're at 7.3 million GP, which is, it's okay. It takes years to get there. That's fine. I've been playing this account forever. But, like I said, I am functionally pretty close to free-to-play. Like, the Conquest Pass is the best money you can spend. And I've bought a couple packs here and there, but not much. Someone gave me $100 once to spend on Executor. So, I spent it on refreshes. I bought a vault and spent it on refreshes. So, anyways, let me show you. I guess we can sort by power. I think that gets rid of favorites, right? Yeah, okay. So we have 2 GLs. We have a Relic 9, my only one, Relic 9 on the account. It's Jedi Master Luke. Good investment there. Jedi Master Kenobi. And otherwise, I can afford relics, really. Unless, like, Relic 8 only exists if they're required. So like General Kenobi, Piet is required, Grandmaster Yoda, etc. Otherwise, everyone's Relic 7, because that's the life of this account. I mean, the account that we just looked at is literally, I mean, it's not literally, it's 1.7 more than me, 1.7 million more, and that's all in relics, because I have everything on, well, not all in relics. They also have 4 more Galactic Legends than I do. Neither of us have Grand Inquisitor. Here's the thing, so the reason this account is so strange is not that I have 2 Galactic Legends, that's fine. You know, we have an Executor. I also have a Relic 5 Starkiller with only 2 Omicrons. But the other reason this is such a strange account is I have all of the Conquest things unlocked. Like, Malgus just unlocked a couple days ago, and you know, he's Relic 5 now. He only has 1 Omicron, because I think I'm like 2 mats short right now, something like that, 2 or 3, and that's fine. But I mean, I don't have many relics. I have everything unlocked. I have everything farmed, and you know, ships. I've even invested in, like, I have Biston's U-wing working, like Relic 5 on him, 4 on Scared Rebel Pathfinder, and otherwise, folks, I mean, you know, farming all the good stuff, the new stuff. You know, the Echelon is almost done. I'm working on that fleet, working on the Star Fortress farm, just because it's good to get farms done, guys. Good to get them knocked out as quick as we can, so then we can farm gear. But then we're not limited. Then we know what things, you know. Then we have access to things, and we're like, oh shoot, like we can. So if we wanted to go for, if we want to go for Jabba here, for instance. You know, not that I think it's a good idea necessarily, but we kind of have that as an option. Like, people who haven't farmed Gamorrean Guard yet don't have that option, kind of, you know. And Kersin, like, I'm not going to wail out on him or anything, not on this account. Maybe my main, I'm guessing not. I'd be interested to hear what your guys' thoughts are, by the way, in comments. What do you guys think constitutes as a whale versus a dolphin? Like, what would this account be? I spent $10 a month. Am I a dolphin? Am I a minnow? Just curious what your guys' thoughts are, where your distinction lies. But so the question is, guys, I have like, what, 7 options, okay? Now, I mean, not all of them are made equal, but here's the thing. We could go for one of the 4 remaining current Galactic Legends, because Jabba isn't in the game yet. And, you know, like, Kylo would give us a better fleet, and obviously a Galactic Legend who has some really good utility against basically all the other Galactic Legends. Sith Eternal, who doesn't really, like, I've already farmed all the fleet stuff for the most part. Like, he wouldn't add that much. He's just like one character who's pretty good. He's really good, in fact. I'm probably closest to him. Him or Kylo, those are the 2 that I would be closest to being able to get. Rey, unfortunately, none of the best characters are actually pilots. So, like, the fleet is not that good. It's not worth farming the random crap that it would take to actually make that fleet good. But, you know, like, the only good characters that are worth farming outside of trying to get Rey are, like, the Hero Bros, Jedi Training Rey, BB-8. None of those are pilots. So, they're kind of, I mean, she's good. She's great, in fact. I would love her. Like, if we got some kind of, I don't know, some kind of lifter character, I'd consider. Like, she's the least owned Galactic Legend for a reason, guys, because the faction sucks right now. It just does. And she's good, but she's not, like, transcendent, way better over the others. Lord Vader's the one I'm the farthest away from, and I don't think I'm going to go for him yet. Like, he's really strong. He's the strongest of the remaining 4, but he's probably too far away, frankly. So those are the 4 options. The other 2 options being Profundity, or Jabba, or finally, and this one appeals to me on a lot of different levels, it would be to clean up my roster a little bit and kind of even things out. Like, I've one of the reasons this account is so successful is I use a lot of squads that are kind of underpowered, but I can kind of skill my way past a lot of opponents, right now, and it would be really nice though. Like Canderous would be really nice to get to relics because he'd go way better with Maul that way. Because I do have a Relic 7 Maul who can do a lot of stuff, but he's limited because Canderous is supposed to be his buddy, and Canderous is like, nah, man, I'm not fast, I'm not strong, I don't do much. I got the right mechanics, but I'm not good enough. Like, it'd be nice to have him. Visas would be a really nice addition if I could put some gear on her to be able to get that team going. The Starkiller team going. Like, for that matter, Emperor Palpatine is only gear, what? He's only Relic 1, because I haven't unlocked any of the characters with him. Where even are you, Palpatine? Mr. Palpsy? We probably passed him. Maybe he's just in my favorites. I don't freaking know. He needs more relics than just Relic 1, though, guys. And otherwise, like, Bad Batch could really use a boost. Like, Echo could use some gear. Like, you don't need that much gear on him, but Echo would be nice to give him his remaining, 12 speed? So I guess it's 14 speed, because after you get him to gear 13, he gets another 2 from this speed set. So that's fancy. But otherwise... yeah, Palpatine's only Relic 1. It would be nice to shore him up. Get Starkiller, his last 3 relics. Bando would be nice to get his last 3 relics. Cat would be nice to get her last 2 or 3 relics, etc. It would be really nice to get some of these things up. Like Sierra Federal Pathfinder, up to 5 would be really good. Stormtrooper Han at least to Relic 3 so we can use Datacrons. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Iden Versio's team, like, I have an Omicron on him and I use him a lot. But, I mean... do you really think this Iden Versio team is going to kill something that my current opponent in GAC has? I really don't think so. So there's a lot to be said about getting all of the, like, my account kind of cleaned up in a way. Like, trying to get it, my Sith Triumvirate, for instance, is like, well, Treia's good, and then it really falls off an edge. Like, it falls off the cliff. We have the full Darth Revan team, including Malgus, so that's kind of good. We even have Talon to kind of supplement him. I even have Marauder at Relic 1, for some reason, just to accompany Darth Revan, I think is what I did. But then, like, Treya, we have Treya at Relic 1. She's been Relic for a while because she was supposed to go with a Darth Vader team to be able to counter Rey's, and then they nerfed Vader, and etc. We don't need to get into that rage, but Darth Nihilus is like, he's finally gear 12. Scion's only gear 10, though. Like, I could really use some gear for him, etc. Like, Sith Empire Trooper, I don't have... look at my tanks. This is embarrassing, folks. Look at my tanks here. So, like, Mace is decent. We finally got Stormtrooper Han moved up. Scarif Rebel Pathfinder is actually a recent addition. But then, otherwise... okay, Jedi Luke, Jedi Training Rey, Kenobi, Bosk, Old Ben. Like, these are all characters that have like, specific places to be. I guess Crew could actually, I just recently got him to Relics. He could act as a plug and play, but other than that, like, so all these characters are things that could be good, but they're for specific teams. They're not plug and play. And then my tanks just fall off a cliff. It's like, well, Peplu was gear 12. I guess that's fine for Ewoks, whatever. But I mean, none of the good plug and play tanks are mine right now. Like, they're just not very good. I could use some tanks. Let's get Wrecker up. Let's get Stormtrooper. Shore Trooper is only gear 10, I think. So we can clean things up. I think in the end, though, folks, the answer is the only reason I'm even capable of functioning at this high of a level is so I can play super efficiently. I would love to get another Galactic Legend or 2. That's absolutely true. But at the end of the day, it's ships. It's because I have invested in ships. I have Biston, of the Rebel fleet that can mostly work well. I have, I have the Executor fleet. I have a Negotiator fleet. And Malevolence, all my stuff is leveled up and geared up so that my fleets are good. I mean, it would be nice to get Biggs some more relics for sure, but at the end of the day, I mean, I've farmed all my ships. I've done my work. I'm working diligently on trying to get Second Sister moved up, and I think in the end, at the end of the day, like, we should probably go. I don't know why we have 3v3 teams here. Okay, I think I'm not that close. But especially because Radis isn't farmable yet. Like, we're going to work on it. Outrider, I think, is, what, 5 stars right now? So, you know, I'm double farming him, trying to get him up. But otherwise, I'm not that far. Plus, Cassian will help my Rebel fleet. Bistan is all, I think he's already there, actually. I think he only needed Relic 5. Dash, I already have. Mon Mothma, I have Relic 7. Of all the weird expenditures, she just has a Datacron that I couldn't quite resist. So there's that. 3s, she's so crazy in 3s at Relic 7. It's funny. Everyone else is farmed, though. Everyone's ready. As opposed to, guys, so Profundity, like, this seems pretty approachable, right? I mean, we have to put a lot of relics on them and everything. Of course we do. But, I mean, my guild is also a pretty good guild. Like, let me find someone who's Relic 8. Like, I don't need to spend money to buy droid brains. Like, I already have them. I could have 5 more characters at Relic 9 if I just really, really wanted it. I don't really care. Look at how many of these, whatever you call them, arrow magnifiers there are. Like, tons of them. But just because I haven't gotten, I just pretend like Relic 8 doesn't exist unless it's an unlock character. So, you know, like, we could get Jabba, probably, even though he's probably going to require Relic 9s on a couple different places. Radis we can get already. But I mean, if you look at this, guys, I think the final thing is I'd like to get the new hotness. I'd like to get the new Galactic Legend for sure. There's no question. Like, Jabba, look, he's going to be the best Galactic Legend. He'll be the best character, best squad, etc. But you know, I even have Gamorrean Guard farmed. I have everyone farmed. But the problem is, I think Jabba's going to require 2 or 3 new marquee characters, 2 of which, at least, are not even in the game yet. I'm not going to wail on Chrysantin. And so I think that means that once they're farmable in 2 months, Chrysantin will be farmable in 2 months, I'll be able to get Chrysantin in, so it'll be farmable in 2 months, probably takes another, I don't know, month at least, even if I'm cruising on the farming. If he's in a hard node, probably more like 2 months. Like, my guess is that if I went for Jabba, I could get him in 4 to 6 months. I think that if I went for Profundity, I could have it a lot faster. Now, it would require me to have a lot of crystal discipline, which, I mean, I can have on this account. We have 2,000 already. Nice little nest egg, but I think that I need to maintain my ship levels, guys. I mean, 7.3, I probably have one of the best fleets in the game. Not to brag, I just, you know, self-evaluation. I think we still have a lot of work to do, certainly, but 7.3, we have a good fleet situation. Like, you can see all the favorites and stuff. These are my weak points, but otherwise, everything else is decent, at least. And I think if I want to maintain on at a competitive level, I need to have fleets. Like, another GL would be nice. At the end of the day, though, I mean, Radis is also very good. Relic 9, Radis is going to be really good. And, you know, in 3s at least. In 5s, who knows? He kind of loses a little in translation. But, you know, all the characters are going to help. I think that's our next farm, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments, though. Would love to hear what your thoughts are. You know, I just want to hear what you have to say. So hit me up. Leave comments. Leave likes. Help me mount the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.